Look, I saw my shot and I took it. I couldn't do it different. Couldn't afford to stop and go. I had to stay consistent. Made up my mind that no matter what, I gotta win. That's why it's always me and never them. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot.
Heart of a lion, my time, here I go. I am not moving in silence. If it ain't moving, moving. We making movies, moving. I get a chance to take it. We bout to build it. They leaving it vacant. I just go harder. I am unbothered. I gotta get it. I am so with it. I will go get it. That is the difference. I am not waiting. I am not faking. Everything out here, that's for the taking. My mind too right. My grind too tight. Let's head right.
The playoffs are back at Lambeau, and the temps, well, they're where you would expect them in the frigid range. Just how the Cheeseheads like it here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Carolina Panthers and the Green Bay Packers. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Right to the air is Rodgers. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Now Rodgers. And able to find Allen Lazard. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, second down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
They'll try and run for the first with Bush. They'll get this up to the 34, and a good lane opening up right away for him. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, Rodgers. They'll complete this one to Watson. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On the counter, it's Bush. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They'll try the right side with Bush. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, that's exactly what you're looking for.
On 2nd and goal. Rodgers, a quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into it because they were there to help break that pass up.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Working from the gun. Rodgers. And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Packers are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 7-0. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. A fairly short kick from the 14. And able to get this out to the 25. First and 10 for the Panthers as Corral gets them set at their 25-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. He finds his man, complete. That's Barber. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Corral. And that one off off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing here, Corral. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Rodgers to throw. Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Got his man. It's Bo Melton. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Another nice gain. 16 yards there and a first down again.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give the receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
On play action, now Rodgers. Eyes the crossing route and hits Watson. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Rodgers now on first down. And complete once again to Watson. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On the run, it's Bush. And he's got room. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 down at the 33. They'll hand it off to Bush. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Rodgers going to throw. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. 3rd and 7 now. Second quarter action. 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. On play action, it's Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And this one is right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
From the 6. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Flush down right, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Making that play on the pass rush, that's Devontae Wyatt.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Corral looking to pass, 2nd down. Under pressure, they got him again. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for more. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. 2nd and 10, Corral swinging this out for Pollard. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A very solid gain of 27.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Now the Panthers going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. 2nd down and goal. Corral. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Terrace Marshall in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Panthers are on the board here in the final seconds of the 1st half. Extra point by Mevis is up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the 1st half as they'll kick this one away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this.
Hey, 626! Go to 50, hey, you block over here.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaughan. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. 2nd half action back underway. A fairly short kick from the 14. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on.
He's got a man complete. A big play there for Carolina. 52 yards. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Touchdown, Panthers. Chigakonkwo from 8 yards out. And the Panthers have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Extra point by Mevis is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just letting you know, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Bush trying the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Rodgers. Throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Throwing now is Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. On now is the Packers punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Here's Pollard again. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Carolina. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now he dumps this off over the middle. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the 1st row.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Amari Barno drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He finds Watson complete. And he is going to have the Packers 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. His throw incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Throwing is Rodgers. Pass caught, it's Romeo Doubs. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now Rodgers. Got Doubs over the middle. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game...
They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Mevis on to attempt the point after. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Panthers 28, Packers 10.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. To throw is Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Packers 42-yard line.
Go. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Corral. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
He finds his man, complete. That's Barber. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Trying to run forward with Pollard. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. On 3rd down, Corral. Steps away to his left. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make the play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And he returns this to the 22.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach...
And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Now Mevis for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. It certainly has not been the outing that they envisioned on their home turf in the divisional round of the playoffs, and they have been pushed around, and now their backs against the wall. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
Talk about two sides of the ball at cross purposes because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. That front 7, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.